What's up, family? Just another beautiful day, loving every minute of it, giving some thanks and praises to the Creator, wherever you might conceive Him or her to be. Now, I'm watching Fairborn, the light skinned lady from Florida. And what she's touching on, I was speaking about that years ago, and they called me crazy. Remember in Arkansas when the black birds, fell out the sky, and they were saying it was the fireworks and the noise that was killing those birds, and it was happening like I think 2011, 12, 13, where these birds are actually falling out the sky and just dropping dead. And they told people there have to be a frequency in the air that is killing these birds. They said, nah. I said, it got to be that 5G that they're implementing on these towers all over the country. That is sending out a special frequency to mess you up. And she was speaking about she used to get heart palpitations. I'm like, okay then. Now she's speaking it now. I'm going to give you the clip here that you can watch the whole video for itself. Where she's speaking on the heart palpitations that she used to get in Florida. And when she went to her doctor, he says to her, the reason why you are getting these heart palpitations is because of this new 5G frequency that they're putting out that is affecting animals and humans. That's why you have to wear your copper and your crystals to protect yourself from these negative energies. Well, I don't know what to say, folks. All I can tell you, man, always protect yourself because these people are not stopping. And my friend Charlie there from Chicago always said to me, we have to be adamant about our survival as they are adamant about our destruction. And they will do anything in any form, fashion, or style to decrease your population. And from the time this 5G was coming up, I was telling people, be aware. Do not have your phone charged up and talking to it. That is not good. Turn off your phone at night, and if you can switch off your Wi-Fi, turn it off at night because it's sending signals to your head, or keep the Wi-Fi away from your bed head as far as possible. If you have in the room, put some copper around it to decrease the frequency that's coming out from the 5G, or turn off your Wi-Fi at night when everybody going to sleep because it sends out radiations to your brain. But they said, my friends always tell me, Martin, you think you know everything, I may really don't know everything. No person knows everything, but they always try and tell me, why you always coming this crazy stuff? I said, folks, you got to learn to think for yourself, man. If you let these people think for you, you're gonna be a robot for the rest of your life, man. You're gonna be just same when they come to give you that chip in your hand. And the first started in France. And the people in France said that, as a matter of fact, it started here first when they were saying they can put a chip on the dogs in case the dogs get lost. They can find the dogs and know the dogs belongs to, or they can put it in the old people in the old folks home that if they get lost, they can actually know they are and find them. I said, yeah, right. Or they want to put it in the prisoners too, that they can track you. So the people in France get it. As a matter of fact, some folks in Florida also get it 5 or 6 years ago. Where they put a chip in your hand and they say that's how they can find you if you get lost or how they can monitor you. I said, folks, don't do that. No. Don't get involved with that. Don't get involved with that. But then they come up with the so-called Shakaraki, the beer. You gotta read between the lines. That beer that they say that is not the grizzly beer, the one that they drink with a name that they call that came around a couple of years ago, and they start giving you they tell you gonna save you from getting that. You know what I'm talking about? Okay then. That's when they put something in your system unknown to you. And they tell my family don't get it. But everyone bought, oh no, this can that and we get it before for measles and smallpox. I said that was then. This is now a different era altogether, folks. Anyway, folks, I'm gonna put you a clip here. My little cutie and my granddaughter. Yes, pop on the screen. Uh, My little cutie right here, look. Anyway. Anyway, I can give you the clip here that you can watch Fairborn, and then you can watch the whole video for yourself. And she's have some very good information. Hang on, folks. At the time, the doctors had said it's probably anxiety. I didn't know where it was coming from, and first of all, they tried to give me a whole bunch of drugs, because your United fakes and its pharmaceutical and its medical community are a bunch of jokes. Okay, they'd like to medicate you and make you addicted to drugs and opioids and all that stuff, rather than dealing with the core of a young lady who's experiencing a phenomenon that doesn't have any origin. But I'm going to tell you something, y'all. So at the time, I went to Dr. Don. Many of you listened to the interview I done with Dr. Don on Blog Talk, or seen him when I've had him on YouTube. He's an amazing naturopathic doctor, holistic. I've given a lot of the regimens that Dr. John gave me, but he let me know that Orlando was a beta test city for 5G. I'm building, y'all. I'm getting there for 5G. He let me know that. And that what I most likely was experiencing with the heart palpitations was the initiation of a new technology that was causing and emitting a frequency that was destabilizing and causing animals and human bodies to react in ways that they didn't have any reference for. Why is this important? Because it's hugely under announced or under reported how many people during the time, especially the beta test cities, Orlando was one, there's probably a multitude of cities that you guys were in that it happened to you, that at the fact, and probably in Arkansas, you also most likely had towers or a new 5G towers that were being initiated or turned on at the time. We know now the birds were reacting to this frequency that was causing them to go through a form of like mental inertia, and they were dropping out of the sky because it was, their little brains weren't able to take on this sonic type of technology, this frequency that was causing them to become disoriented and inevitably falling from the sky to the floor. Okay, and because I was experiencing this type of heart palpitation, this physical heart palpitation that was affecting me. It also was denoted at the time. I spoke to another naturopathic doctor I think he was located in California, where he also said that people, and this is where that's why I say, I've become a trans frog, because people are calling me prejudiced for denoting that darker skinned people take in frequencies, and they take it in higher doses because melanin attracts frequencies. True. It does. True. So because I was a darker skinned female, I was pulling in the 5G frequencies. I was taking in these frequencies, and it was causing my body to react like disharmonious. You know what I mean? Like my harmony was off, my beat was off. Okay? And why do I mention the melanin? Because what were the first birds that dropped from the sky? Blackbirds. What color were the birds? Blackbirds. That dropped from the sky in January of 2011. Because you call me a racist, so you say that we're all the same. You don't see color, but what color were the birds that dropped from the sky in 2011? Were they white birds? Were they blue birds? Were they red birds? Okay, so why do I share this? Is because there needs to be an acknowledgement that everybody experiences something that happens to them because biologically they're more susceptible to it. To denounce someone else's experience because you feel uncomfortable about them denoting it isn't my problem. The fact of the matter is, all of these birds that dropped first were black birds. Why? Is because black, it has a wider range of I told you, a wider bandwidth. It takes in more frequencies. So when they turn on the goddamn frequencies of this 5G, it literally messed with people with darker skin. It just did. And when I experienced, not to say it didn't anybody else, because a lot of Lunars experienced it, a lot of my Lunar girlfriends experienced it later, but initially, who it first affected was brown people who were taking in these frequencies who didn't know where it was coming from.
to acknowledge that, if you call me a racist for acknowledging it, you can't call me that because I'm a frog now. I'm a trans frog. So if you call me that, you're just totally out of.
Okay, family, that's her site, and that's we can go to that and go to like an hour and 30, it's like an hour and 39 minutes long, so you can put it in YouTube and watch the whole video. I don't like doing too much long videos because it gets boring after a while. Not really get boring. It's like you watch it yourself. So anyway, that's what it is, and that's the Lady Fairborn. I'll cut it right here,
You're out of the
and
loop at you know
you can watch
genre
the whole
to
video
say
for
that.
yourself.
Okay, it was affecting them, and what happens is that.
So, folks, that's what it is. So you can just watch the whole video of itself, and you have to know, man, because it's getting crazy and crazy. It's gonna get better though. It's gonna get better. But in the meantime, protect yourself. I'm out there. Subscribe, share, like, leave a comment. And to those guys that make a comment on my video about singing, if you can't sing, don't try it. Don't criticize. Don't judge. Because if you judge me, you will judging yourself. Because we all are one from the same creator. So if you don't like me, check yourself in the mirror. You know, like I said, if you judge me, you're judging yourself. I'm good. I'm good with me. I love me 110%. If you don't love you, that's on you. Peace out. One love.